Ross Solomon!
Greetings YouTube, welcome to 018 Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Kogan. It's Sunday, so that must mean big ass team game. It's 4v4. Let's get straight into this. No hanging around today. It is mainland medium temperate biome. Team 1 in the north, starting off with, in the purple, Streebog, who I think I've covered at least once before, rating of 1336, playing as the Persians, who've officially been anointed as the slowest civ you can develop with, so it'll be interesting to see how Streebog does on a flank. Let's move on quick, because things always tend to kick off quickly in 4v4. In the red, we have Olokakok, who we featured recently. I think it was a 2v2 game. No rating, but a decent player. I'm going to estimate, just on the basis of one game that I've seen of theirs, that they're in the 14 to 1500 sort of range. We will see how they do today. Playing as the Morians, good civ. I am looking forward to seeing them play. Let's move along. In the blue, we have Higgs, who I've never seen play before, no rating, complete unknown quantity, playing as the Carthaginians. Again, a very solid civ, and we'll see how good they are. And rounding out Team 1 on the other flank, the game's big hitter on paper at least, it is Weird Jokes, good friend of the channel, rating of 1905 at the time this game was recorded, which I think was mid-December last year, roundabouts. So Weird Jokes playing as the Seleucids, big rating, big reputation, as I said, good friend of the channel, and apologies to Weird Jokes if you're listening. I haven't been in contact about doing live games recently. I've been sick as a dog, as probably you're aware, but I'm feeling better and we will get onto that soon, and we could do some more co-commentaries. Let's move on to Team 2 in the south. We have, playing as the Iberians, Christophel Symbol, who we have seen before, tidy player, probably a little bit better than their rating of 1361 suggests. Enjoy watching them play. They are pretty aggressive, so we'll see what they can do on the flank against Streebog as the Iberians. Moving down. In the green, also playing as the Iberians, Yekaterina, another good friend of the channel. And same applies to Yekaterina. We were also going to be doing some live commentaries together, and that didn't happen over Christmas due to various things. So that may be happening soon. So Yekaterina, if you're listening, we will sort that out soon as well. Yekaterina, no rating given here, but Yekaterina easily 1700 plus, possibly in the 1800s by the time this game went. And I would say, you know, in terms of the stats, probably the second strongest player after Weird Jokes, allowing for the unknown quantities that we know nothing about just yet. We'll find out how good they are. But that's Yekaterina in the green, Iberians, decent player. Let's move along. Only Ptolemy's player in this game. It's unusual. This is Alex Alex, one of those double names, rating of 1345. As I said, playing as the Ptolemies. I cannot recall if I've seen Alex play. We will see how they get on in that slightly safer area on the map. Hopefully they will get to do a decent economy build and be a force later on. Let's go on to the final flank. In the pink or fuchsia colour, we have, there's always one that I'm going to struggle to pronounce, JavaDev. I'll get that right, no problem. JavaDev playing as the Seleucids, rating of 1131. Not an envious position to be facing off against Weird Jokes over here on a flank. But what tactics will get called into play here as a result? I'm having a look around. First thing I always check at this point is who is making cav, because that's usually the first person who's going to make a move on someone else. We can see that Team 1 have definitely gone in for a little bit of cav. Streebog has got 4. This may be a defensive measure against the amount of cav that Christopher Symbol has made. He has made, how many? 10. So 10 of them. Is that them there? Yeah, they're going straight in already. So always look for the cav, because that's where the action is going to be. There's a few of them there, and there's some others knocking around. So Christopher Symbol, no doubt, as here we are, it's kicked off immediately. Christopher Symbol's cav go straight in. They're hunting. They're disputing this hunted territory. At the moment, there's an uneasy truce. They're gathering the food, but they're not fighting each other. But this could be where it's going to kick off. Christopher Symbol, 10 cav units. Alex has also got 5 of them. So he obviously has hunt nearby. He's got 5 of the camel archers. Weird Jokes hasn't gone in for cav. In fact, only Streebog has decided to go in for cav. And I think that might be... it's working as hunting at the moment, but... it's going to be a defense and an aggressive measure. These two teams are going to be, these two guys are going to be attacking each other a lot, I think, early on. One thing to say, there is obviously a bit of a disparity. Weird Jokes has got the highest rating. Does that make him out to be a target? We've got 2 very capable players that we know of. I don't know much about Alex or JavaDev, but I'm going to assume they are less experienced. But does this mean Christopher Symbol and Ekaterina gang up a bit together? They're close there. Will they try and limit what Weird Jokes can do? Because Weird Jokes on his own is going to be able to take out quite a few players. I have left the unit silhouettes off again. Let's put those back on straight away. That was from the last thumbnail I did, obviously. Oh, I was having a bit of trouble seeing teams behind the trees. Yeah, here we go. That's better. Right. It's all been quite conservative so far. 5 minutes down. Let's see who is winning. Ekaterina, population of 70. Very, very good at booming. Obviously likes booming with the Iberians. Weird Jokes following close behind, 68. And who else is there? Anybody else in the 60s? Yeah, Alex is in the 60s. And Alokakok and JavaDev all keeping pace quite nicely. Streetbog bringing up the rear slightly. 20 cav units suddenly for Christopher Symbol, and they are heading towards... They're going to go for Weird Jokes, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, see?
I think it was clear there was going to be a keep Weird Jokes under wraps type situation. 20 cav units, 6 minutes, and Weird Jokes has had to go straight onto the defensive immediately. No kills just yet. They will get some there. There's one. And immediately Weird Jokes is going to have to basically run for his life. That's 4 kills. You don't see Weird Jokes put under the cosh so early very often, but he's had to respond massively. Streevog has pop capped himself on 55, and it goes on. Oh, what have we got up here? Soft targets, all women up there. That is not good, and it's even worse down here. There is some infantry, but there's going to be a massacre here. So... there we go, 17 kills already without any comeback. Christopher Symbol is doing remarkable work here, it has to be said. Got 20 units out in a hurry, and it's clearly a bullying tactic. It is hamper Weird Jokes. They've identified Weird Jokes as a danger player. And the idea here is to hassle his development to such an extent that he is not the fighting force that he usually is later in the game. Very good tactic. You get the feeling this was discussed beforehand amongst the team, so probably good communication. I know Ekaterina and Christopher Symbol are good friends, so... I would have thought the 2 of them possibly hatched this up. Where are they going now? They're going for the other side. There are going to be less easy targets, but they're coming in on the fields, I think. So it's a pop on the fields, possibly. And they get a few more. To do this without any losses is pretty impressive. Yeah, there's another 1 at least. 2, 3. They haven't lost any yet, so this is very good play. 23 kills, still no losses. And yeah, I mean, the one question is does this take away from will this take away from the the overall development on this flank. You don't want to be strong elsewhere and find your own eco in your own base has gone to pot where you're micro in this. They're going to get a cheap kill on Weird Jokes' infantry unit there. So that was a freebie, 24 kills, and they ain't going anywhere. He could just leave them there and focus back on his eco. So good play from Christopher Symbol. First person phasing up is Alex Alex. Let's look at the populations. Population check again. So we could see some confrontation in the middle. Oh no, it's remote gathering, and I think is hunting. All right, no problem. Look at this. Who's this? This is the JavaDev has gone in with infantry. Quite a lot of infantry. That is, we got over 30 there. So it's been a few kills, but they are, they're fighting in the shadow of a tower and the CC. This isn't going to be quite as. I don't think it's going to be quite as brutal as Christopher Symbol's attack, which is now still ongoing. It's a joint attack. They run away from one straight into another. So JavaDev is getting involved. Has lost a couple, but has killed 7. And to the rescue comes some cav from Higgs. Other players phasing up. A Lockercock is phasing up. 98 on 8 minutes and 48. Ekaterina is also phasing up. But Alex Alex is the only person who's actually made it thus far. Proper kickoff going on here. Higgs has got some kills, but he's got parity. It's 4 for 3. It was almost 3 for 3. Weird Jokes has managed to get 23 kills, but still Christopher Symbol, who's now losing quite a few, and a Lockercock has come in with Cav. So everybody has basically come to Weird Jokes' rescue at this stage, and they had to. Weird Jokes himself did defend quite well. He's got 30 kills. JavaDev came off that quite badly, it has to be said, and now they've got enemy cav in Weird Jokes, or well, friendly cav as far as Weird Jokes is confirmed, in that territory. They're going to strike back, I think. I think JavaDev is vulnerable at this point. So it's all happening quite solidly. Looks like Higgs has decided to pull back out. He got 11 kills for the loss of 6, but a Lockercock came in with he's got how much cav has he got? He's got 25 cav, so he's now got the largest cav contingent. So he's suddenly the danger. Who's he going to go for? I think he's got to go for a JavaDev. He's found the targets there. There are 24 women amongst it. So he's going to get kills if he doesn't leave them in there too long. The infantry have got to them. Higgs is coming in as well, so he's got a few more himself. Yeah, Higgs has got 22 in cav units, and a Lockercock has also got a lot, and JavaDev has to retreat. He is taking a bit of a pasting there. Weird Jokes has got his stuff together. He is not bringing up the rear. It's JavaDev who is in big trouble. I think that infantry rush was premature. He's now been made the kind of whipping boy, but we have reinforcements. This is Cav from Alex Alex, who is there. The teamwork has been really, really impressive. There's been calls for help, so we've got a bit of Christopher Symbol here as well. He's going to need more than that. So will this force be big enough? Alex Alex has got to go back in if he's going to help here. He's stopped now. That made the numbers right, but they're just stationary. That is a shame. Who is winning in terms of pop? Yeah, they've murdered everybody there now. Alex goes in now with the archers, so they're going to start taking people from distance. And there's captures. That's a storehouse. They keep pulling back, but I think they're outnumbered by this cav. Yeah, so the numbers are with Higgs in this battle. He could do whatever he likes, really. Looks like a Lockercock has decided that was probably enough. No, he's still got presence there. We can't really take our eyes off this bit because this is significant. While this is happening, we can see Alex has decided to fight it out. That's not a good move because they're going to get decimated, and there isn't much from JavaDev to defend with. So JavaDev in serious trouble. They've identified him as the weak link. I think Weird Jokes is going to get some revenge. Alex is putting in small amounts of archer cav, but they're heavily outnumbered, and these two are just taking them out. He's going in now on Alex's main base. There is not the numbers there. This could be another slaughter. So a bit of naivety, I think, from both JavaDev and Alex. Who is winning at this stage? Everybody is either in phase 2 or about to go to phase 2, apart from JavaDev, who is in serious trouble. Alex, who did have quite a big population, is losing troops right, left, and centre. Ekaterina has almost hit 200. Just shy, and nobody else is anywhere near. The nearest is Christopher Symbol, who's got 139. Alakakok has got 130, Streetbog 129. But Alex and JavaDev, population's under 100, and they are losing. They've lost over 50 troops each. Weird Jokes has also lost over 50 troops, as we see about barracks going down. They're getting captures. Ekaterina's going to have to step in here because she's next on the threatened list. I think she's going to have to save one of her colleagues. Christopher Symbol had a go, but yeah, it didn't quite work out for him. They've stopped hassling JavaDev. It's been all hassle on Alex in the north there, in the north of his base. They're going around Ekaterina's base. Ekaterina does not tend to leave a lot undefended. If they're going to go this way, they've got to go past these infantry guys. And I suspect they'll lose 1 or 2 in the conflict, but I don't know if you really want to... If you really want to piss Ekaterina off, it's a don't poke the bear type situation here as well. Do you want to be hassling Ekaterina with the biggest population? She hasn't got... What has she got? She's got by far the biggest infantry. So she's got enough there that could kill all of these units in one foul swoop. Has she got them in the right places? Yeah, they're going out to see them off. Are they going after Christopher Symbol now, yeah? So, looks like Higgs has... Oh, there's still conflict going on here. There's 34 of Higgs Cav and more arriving. They've lured JavaDev out again. JavaDev does not have the numbers to go chasing after that many horses. Over this side... They've attempted to get away. Ekaterina has got... Oh, she's lost 8, but got her first kill. And they've taken down that number of cav that Alakakok has got there by about 7 or 8. What's happening over here? More cav coming in. They're going in for Christopher Symbol. I think they're going to go for both sides of his base at once. So a pincer movement. Still seeing Higgs causing hassle over there. Streebog's going to phase 3. Katerina's already made it. Is anybody making siege at this point already? Let's have a look. Siege workshop I saw going down. Elephant, that's a worker elephant. I wonder if we're going to see... yeah, we're seeing... There's so much going on. So... Alakakok is capturing houses to the north. These guys focus on trying to snipe kills over here on the extremities. JavaDev has kept his population above 50 just, but he is in serious trouble. He's not able to produce too much. He's got 10 Javelineers coming out, and Alex is coming in to try and help, but he's losing buildings, and there is a barracks with 10 horses already in his territory. It's not looking good for him. Christopher Symbol has decided to go and challenge Alakakok, but has now been brought into a three-way fight. Oh, yeah, there we go. I thought somebody had resigned. It was just somebody phasing up. Who is winning and who is... It's really tricky to say. There's a huge battle going on here, and I think they're just about going to wear Christopher Symbol down. But there's more counterattacks going on here. That's probably not enough to commit to a big attack. Christopher Symbol now has lost 99. Population dropped quite dramatically as a result of that conflict. But he is now open to the counter. But Yekaterina has emerged with big infantry, 1 battering ram, and is really going for it. Who's getting military upgrades? Naturally, Yekaterina's got most of them. So, yeah. First victim looks like it's going to be... Looks like they're going definitely in for Streebog. So... Finally, Alokakok has realised this is going on, and there is a massive defensive effort being put in. They've seen them come in. There's no surprise there. Over here, Alex is reinforcing JavaDev. Cannot get that population above 60. They cannot get these. They cannot flush these blue guys out, which is a problem. But thankfully, they're not too much. Yeah, there is still a barracks there. Yeah. They're being led a bit of a merry dance. In the meantime, Weird Jokes has hit pot max and has hit population. It's hit population 200 and is going to phase 3. The JavaDev's still stuck in phase 1 as Yekaterina goes in. The ram is making its way towards the key buildings. Katerina has 78 kills in the time that she's been rolling in there. Obviously, those upgrades are making a difference. She's losing a few now. Who is top killer at the moment? In total number of kills, Alokakok has got 124. But in kill-death ratio, Yekaterina at the moment, no Higgs. As Higgs is the main killer. I imagine most of that has been killing JavaDev, who gets a little bit of respite. There are rams coming the other way from Streebog. He made those quickly. So rams going south towards Christopher Symbol. Yekaterina still has a big presence here and is still getting shed loads of kills. And Higgs now making a bit of a difference, but also losing some. It's 3 armies defended against Yekaterina. Where did the rams go? The rams are trying to take out sort of material here, and everything is kicking off at the moment. Yekaterina's ram, I think, has been destroyed. So Yekaterina, no, there it is. It's still there. It's almost destroyed. It's about halfway. They're going to bear down on that. And I think Yekaterina has decided that is all they can do at the moment. Just bringing the ram back out. Maybe focusing on trying to take down this tower and this temple. Yekaterina pushes back and is getting shed loads of kills. Over this side, it's still looking pretty desperate for JavaDev. He's had a bit of a respite. He's got his population back up. Higgs is sort of microing on 2 flanks at the moment. Yekaterina and Christopher Symbol holding steady on that flank, and more reinforcements from Christopher Symbol coming in. So Yekaterina's initial force has done quite well. We've had some expansion here. She's sending troops right in. Higgs is coming back over this side now because the pressure is on. Still only the 1 ram, and they've almost captured that temple. They've got it. I expect next target will probably be the tower next to it. It's almost captured as well. So taking Streebog's territory away from him in the south of his base there. Have they got it yet? Not quite, not quite. The fighting's still going on. I'm waiting for something significant to happen over the other side, but it's all happening here. That ram has got through. Have they got the tower yet? No, they've had to leave the tower. They just cannot get that tower. So they ran out of reinforcements, but still a big army of Yekaterina and Christopher Symbol. The ram is still there. It's hardly been damaged at all. So it's been slowly loping its way through. Is Yekaterina making any more siege? It's just the 1 siege engine. Interestingly, Weird Jokes has got a battering ram, and I think you're about to see Weird Jokes go over there and splatter completely JavaDev finally. Alex is losing troops over there, but it's here. So this looks like a formality. This looks like Weird Jokes is going to kill JavaDev completely and utterly. Streebog in population trouble now, under 100, and I think they're getting closer and closer to that CC. If Christopher Symbol and Ekaterina can keep supplying this push, then they're doing pretty well. But support coming in from Alokakok now, and still support from Higgs, who's played really, really well. I've been very impressed with Higgs. Over the other side, we're seeing the big yellow shadow descending upon JavaDev, and that CC, I think, is either going to get destroyed, more likely possibly captured very, very soon. JavaDev's population now down under 50. We look at the upgrades. Yeah, Weird Jokes has got all the upgrades. Anybody got Will to Fight? Naturally, Weird Jokes has got Will to Fight. And yeah, there's going to be no match for him at all. And I don't think... Yeah, there it goes. That is sheer destruction and absolute murder. There is a siege tower there as well. And the battering ram. And JavaDev unceremoniously... absolutely blasted from this game. Ekaterina's gone north with her army, has decided to take it to Alokakok over there. So interesting. Alokakok now is in serious population trouble as well, down to a population of 66. JavaDev is gone. He has been totally defeated and eradicated. So we knew Weird Jokes was going to be tough, and came back from that scare at the beginning, and obviously has absolutely bulldozed his way through JavaDev, who's already weak. I don't think Alex Alex is going to fare that much better. It's just a question of who is left, because Ekaterina appears to be in pretty bloodthirsty mind there. 385 kills. Streebog is absolutely crippled. It wouldn't surprise me if Christopher Symbol, if he can get a good army together, can go up there and finish him. Ekaterina heading back south now, having weakened Alokakok. It's really Higgs who's been strong all the way through at this point, and at the moment... Yeah, where is Higgs? What is Higgs focusing on? Higgs is hassling the tail end of Ekaterina's army, but has not got a population anywhere near the amount. It's got the most... I know Ekaterina's also got the most cows, so Ekaterina has pretty much got the most of everything. But I think Ekaterina is after Weird Jokes here, so the Cav come in. Perhaps the one player at this stage who can repel Weird Jokes' push here is Ekaterina. She's got the numbers and the strength. Alex Alex is about to lose his CC, or he was, till Ekaterina's intervention. And doesn't seem to be making much difference to Weird Jokes' population. It's looking pretty impervious now. Alex Alex is saved from the brink, but only for a short time. The CC's been captured. Alex Alex is a homeless person now at this point, and all his female citizens absolutely murdered, down to a population now under 30, and still falling. And there goes Alex Alex. So Alex Alex is dead. So Weird Jokes has killed 2 players in quick succession. Ekaterina must know that she's next on the list, and yeah, as predicted, it looks like Christopher Symbol is going in to try and basically flatten Streebog once and for all. Streebog still struggling, a population of 94, but this is the big battle. This is the battle of the big hitters. Ekaterina here having to play defensive at the moment. Weird Jokes is looking to pick either side. Higgs is also there, getting a bit caught up with some of the the neutral troops from the resigned teams. What's gonna happen and who can help who? It looks like oh yeah, a bit of tactical going on. Alokakok is also hassling Ekaterina from the other side. Christopher Symbol is at the moment is still sort of focused on trying to knock Streebog over, but probably aware that support needs to be given down the end, and it looks like Alakakok is just trying to capture barracks and resources from Yekaterina. There's not much defensive there. Obviously, she is somewhat distracted by what's going on with Weird Jokes over here, and I'm not sure if Yekaterina has got the strength in the right place to make a solid formation here. Still just about ahead of Weird Jokes in terms of population, but the losses are starting to pile up a little bit. Still 510 kills, only for the loss of 307, but Weird Jokes' ram has got through. It's about to get destroyed. It's not going to get anywhere near Yekaterina's stuff. On the other side, yeah, Alakakok and Christophel Symbol sees them off before they do any more damage, so that's good teamwork. And Alakakok is pushing forward into Streebog's territory as well. He's got rams, got a small amount of infantry. Yekaterina fighting back now, pushing Weird Jokes back into his captured territory here. It's the fire cav, obviously. You could see from the flames they are pretty lethal. What has Weird Jokes got? Has he got mercenaries? Let's have a look at the units he's got. Yeah, he's got lots of champions. He's got champion cavalry. It's a close fight. It's going to be interesting. As things stand, Yekaterina has been able to slow Weird Jokes' progress down. We're now down to 6 players. They're all in phase 3. We've been going for 25 minutes now. Team 2 in the south have lost 2 of their players. It's a question of will Higgs and Alakakok pool their resources and basically break one of these 2 players. I think really they should be combining and taking down Christophel Symbol, because then it's 3 onto Yekaterina. As it stands, Higgs is sort of a bit caught up with this fight with Yekaterina over here and Weird Jokes, and they're hitting a bit of a stalemate, although Yekaterina has done incredibly well to force the fight back so far, keep it away from her territory. Higgs is trying to hassle. They're all trying to weaken Yekaterina on the outskirts of her base, and Yekaterina now finally having to fall back. Weird Jokes pushing strong again, but that fire cav are very good at pushing forward, falling back, and pushing forward again. They are a great barrier to have between you and other players. Alakakok still hassling in the south of these bases down here, as is Higgs. So what would your tactic be? Christophel Symbol has made some small gains, but he has not fully pushed into his opponent's territory. He is making a lot of cav. He's got a battering ram. It's hard to know where his priorities should be. Should it be keeping Yekaterina safe while Yekaterina fights this big fight, or should it be trying to knock over Streebog? Streebog has not been a fighting force elsewhere, but he could be if you let him settle. And Alakakok is going in, hassling Christophel Symbol. Now we have a moment of calm, briefly. For about 10 minutes. First time in 10 minutes we have a moment when nobody is totally fighting. I said that, these guys are fighting. Yeah, but I think Christophel Symbol is going to take those guys down. I think that is just down to numbers. Higgs is sending Weird Joke supplies, and Alakakok has lost that contingent there quite convincingly. Expansions in the middle. Obviously, Alakakok has taken up a huge percentage of the space here. Still a big open set of space here. Weird Jokes has basically got all of this. And Yekaterina trying to expand into this space and put up a solid front. Fortress has gone down. Who's going to break first then? 2 against 4. You would say that's not good odds. But what we're seeing over here is, yeah, looks like another one of those. Oh no, it's a ram trying to defend. Streebog is trying to defend with rams. Not a great move, I don't think. They've captured their siege workshop and destroyed it. So it's been very attritional against Streebog. Population 126. Alokakok has got less. He's sending small contingents of defences in to help Streebog, but they are often getting slaughtered in isolation. I think Christopher Symbol is sizing up for a big push now. If he can get some siege out, it's not too far now from the CC. Over the other side, Weird Jokes and Yekaterina, lots of posturing across the border here. And I think we're going to have another big off right here. And note they're keeping their distance. Neither wants to put themselves in range of either the fire cab or the cav over here. It's tense. It's tense. There would be a massive trade-off and there would be huge losses. Weird Jokes is heading sideways now. I think he's heading into Yekaterina's territory. It's a weird one because Weird Jokes can afford to lose this territory here. Yekaterina can't really afford to lose her base there. That is basically what she's got. So the fight finally happens. It's Yekaterina and it's Yekaterina versus Weird Jokes and Higgs down here. There is a little bit of support from Alokakok as well, who is hassling over this side. And finally, we are seeing some progress over here. Where is that ram that we're hearing? Is that a ram attacking Christopher Symbol's base, or is it Christopher Symbol's ram attacking Streebog? Yeah, he's gone straight through the middle, and that is Streebog's base under attack for the first time properly. I don't think that ram is going to get too far unless he can support it. There's two of them, so maybe it is. If they can kill those horses, then they've got a clear shot at the CC. They've gone back in. Over the other side, the battle continues. And I think it looks like Yekaterina is still doing quite well here. Weird Jokes has still got the bigger population. He is very much in... he's got the biggest kill-death ratio and second highest number of kills, but not the losses that Yekaterina's taking. So this is dangerous. Higgs now coming in on Christopher Symbol to try and sort of stop the rot there. I still think, I think they're going to stop that other ram too. CC was half destroyed, but they've stopped it. So that's good. They still haven't got through. Higgs comes back in now as a defensive measure, trying to fight off the rest of Christopher Symbol. Yekaterina and Weird Jokes armies have fought themselves almost to extinction down here. 29 minutes in. Who is gonna break? Who is gonna let something slip? Yekaterina's in a bit of trouble actually. Population dipped to just over 100. She needs to make new units really, really fast, but is struggling to sustain this combat. I'm wondering if having to fight 4 opponents is finally telling on Team 2. There are only 2 of them. They've done quite well to hold out so long, I must admit. Yekaterina's still getting kills, and Weird Jokes I think has been repelled once again. So yeah, a good defensive. It's turning into a bit of a defensive stalemate. Weird Jokes is resupplying once again. I think one more push, possibly he might have this. He might be able to break through Yekaterina finally. Look at this, Streebog coming back at Christopher Symbol and supported by Higgs and Alokakok. It looks like they have said, you guys take care of Christopher Symbol. He's on his own. 3-on-1, they should always have the majority in a fight. And Weird Jokes is going to take care of Katerina. This is interesting. Let's see how it's going. Trying to build a fort right on the edge, but it's taking forever. I think it's up now. There it is. So that is a big military presence right on the border there. Have they got the means to push on into onto the territory? Katerina comes to the rescue. So it's brought some cav away from the front line over there. My voice is going. I've been doing so much talking in this game. I'm going to have to have a quick drink here. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sustain it to the end of the game. Don't think we have too much left on this one, but what a game it has been. The back and forth and the tactical play and the teamwork has been really, really good. And Katerina getting involved as she does, and it's turned from going from defense to counter-attack now. So yeah, that attack was stopped dead in its tracks, but there is still a fort there that is fully garrisoned and firing at Christopher Symbol permanently. Weird Jokes makes an incursion again with a lot of cav.
Yeah, Steve.
Coming in on the buildings near this fort. Katerina responds again. It's been everywhere in this game. It's not a fully committed attack at this point. Yellow, yeah, big yellow concentration of infantry over there. It's mostly 72, and what's that? Romanized heavy swordsman. Cool icon. Weird Jokes has still got the numbers. Possibly starting to make a bit of inroads now. So Higgs and Weird Jokes, they're just trying to keep Katerina down. Katerina down under a population of 100. I think Katerina is finally in trouble here. We're also seeing Alakakok trying to capture fringe buildings over this side, so keeping Christopher Symbol sort of under pressure. Katerina down to a population of 61. And I think Katerina's in massive trouble now. They've been worn down. Maybe with a couple of stronger teammates on this flank, Team 2 could have stood a really good chance in this one. As it is, I can't see a way back for Team 2 at the moment with the advantages, numerical and the sheer number of armies that are going to be fighting against them. It's just a question of how and when. Katerina down to a population of 68. It was just dipping under 50, but she's just made a load of units. But I think Katerina's going to get her CC captured. It's still green at the moment. They're trying their best. It's not making a dent, so they're all going to have a go, I think. We're hearing a battering ram. Yeah, it's one of Weird Jokes' battering rams trying to take down Katerina's infrastructure buildings. They've captured that barracks in the territory. They still don't have much on the CC. Katerina down to now population back under 60. The rams are going round. I think there is no other way. Oh, there goes Christopher Symbol. He has resigned. He decided the odds were against him too much. I think Alakakok had too much going for him, and it's a question of what's Katerina going to do? The game is up, surely. Valiant defense, but ultimately, fantastic kill-death ratio, fantastic number of kills. But there goes Katerina, so that is the end. What a game! That is probably the best one. I've seen it ages and ages and ages. Let's have a look at the summary. So that fluctuated massively. Apologies, we didn't really look at stats or individual unit makeup or anything. There was just a bit too much action in that. If you want to analyze this game in a lot more detail, do go to the links in the description shortly after the game is released. It may be the same day or it may be within a day or two. This replay will be available in the Zero AD replay archive. If you want to break it down yourself, looking at it in Zero AD and following a certain player or a certain area of the map, that is a very, very good game to study that, I think. So 57,052 is the winning score for Team 1. Congratulations to them. Beats 45,202. Very, very valiant efforts from Christopher Symbol and especially Katerina. Who top scored? It's going to be Weird Jokes, isn't it? Yeah, just from Katerina. And good cameos from Higgs and Lockcock and Streebog a bit at the end. It spent most of his time under pressure, but did not capitulate. On the other side, you could see what happened there, really. I think JavaDev very much out of his depth on that flank. I think, ironically, the biggest mistake JavaDev made was attempting to attack Weird Jokes when Weird Jokes was allegedly, in inverted commas, weakened, because it sacrificed a lot of his infantry for not very much gain. Christopher Symbol definitely weakened Weird Jokes a bit, but JavaDev did not weaken him further, and it left him vulnerable for the push, which Higgs and Lockcock exploited. You would have to say, were it not for that save from Higgs and Lockcock, Weird Jokes may not have been in such a good position later. I mean, he is a very, very good late game player as well. But you could see what the plan was, and it did take Weird Jokes a much longer time to get his shit together and attack. But inevitably, you knew it was coming, and it did. And when it did, it completely did for JavaDev. It did for Alex Alex, and it did for Katerina in the end. So it's difficult to pick player of the game. Clearly, Weird Jokes knocked over 3 civs and finished off the major player of resistance at the end. So yeah, Weird Jokes has got to get it. I think Higgs and Lockcock deserved special mention because they did perform quite a timely assist for Weird Jokes when Christopher Symbol was really, really absolutely splattering him. On the other side, for that maneuver that I just mentioned, the attacking Weird Jokes early on, Christopher Symbol does deserve some credit. Ultimately, he did seem, could never quite strike out with infantry. Seemed to be quite good with cav against weak opposition at the beginning, but his later game is not quite as strong as Katerina's, who obviously top scored for Team 2, who almost single-handedly held Weird Jokes out for a long time, and could quite possibly, maybe Katerina and Christopher Symbol should have knocked Streebog over and helped the odds a little bit, maybe, before. I don't suppose they really had chance. I think by then Weird Jokes was rampaging, and Katerina had to protect her side of the map. But yeah, special mention for Christopher Symbol and Katerina as well. But overall, we just about on score, and for the kill death ratio and coming back from the near dead, I think we just about have to give most top player to Weird Jokes. But congratulations to all the teams. I would normally credit who submitted the game. I've been asked by the submitter to leave it anonymous, so thank you to that anonymous submitter. It was indeed a really, really brilliant game. I totally enjoyed that one. A bit of an epic. Right, I don't know if this coming week we'll have a midweek game. I may not have time, but we will definitely, if I don't see you in the midweek, we will definitely be back next Sunday for another 4v4. I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did. Congratulations to all the players for putting on a great show on this one, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. Remember, you can now download the replay files for the 0AD matches that I cover if you want to view them yourself within the game via the 0AD Newbie Rush replay archive. Links to that and a whole bunch of other great 0AD related stuff are available in the video description, including how to submit your own game replays for inclusion in a future episode. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.